to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble with your readings for December the 10th through the December the 16th. We're getting very close, darling. Excuse me. And thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, and all the new subscribers. I really appreciate you. These are general readings, guys. So if you would like a personal reading, please click on this link here, which will take you to my website, and you can take a look at the kind of readings that I offer. I am also on Patreon, and that's a lovely way to support me for as little as $1 or one-time donation, or $1 a month, or, you know, and if you can't, that's fine. Check it out anyway. And that link is here also. Now, the aspects we'll be talking about really is Mercury is moving into Sagittarius. Now, it's just gone direct and it's going into Sagittarius. And the sun in Sagittarius sextiles the moon on the same day. And it's a beautiful, harmonious relationship. So I'll go into more details on your horoscopes, and without further ado, let's go to them, shall we? Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your reading for December the 10th through December the 16th. And I am recording these readings in the order in which was the most viewed videos. So you're at the top, you're up there at the top, Pisces. And so what's going on with you astrologically? We have the moon in Aquarius in your 12th house. That's spirituality. It can be self-undoing. It is psychic ability and intuitiveness. And it's interesting because it's having the moon is having a wonderful conversation with the sun in Sagittarius in your 10th house of career. So, before we go any further, let me do an intention for the cards, because I am shuffling them while I am giving you your horoscope. So this is for Pisces. For Pisces, for December the 10th through December the 16th. What wonderful blessings, guidance, and helpful information can you give to Pisces for this week, this coming week? And 3 cards for Pisces, please. So, what does that mean for you? Well, it means it's wonderful. Honestly, it's giving you this edge, this kind of, it's almost like you can anticipate what people are going to say or what's going to happen at work. It's a really, it kind of gives you an edge of what's going on. You're going to intuitively feel what's going to happen next at work, maybe in your in your company, in the company that you work for. If you have your own company, you'll kind of know which way to go. Now, with the sun in Sagittarius, you're going to be very communal. You're going to be out there. You've got the Mercury is also moving into Sagittarius in the same house, in your house of career. Let me just do an intention on these clarifying cards. These are clarifying cards for Pisces for the week of December 10th through December the 16th. What wonderful blessings, guidance, and helpful messages can you give Pisces for this week? Okay, so that's going to give you it's going to give you the ability to speak beautifully, to get your point across, to be heard. Your conversation will be engaging. The only thing I would say about Mercury in Sagittarius is, because it's kind of the bigger picture kind of thing, you want to be careful that your thoughts aren't scattered, right? So it's important to prepare yourself. Say before you go into a meeting and before you do a presentation, prepare yourself. Really go over the points so that you can hone it in. It's almost like you have to work extra hard to kind of focus on the details this week. But a wonderful opportunity and a really nice, I feel like you'll connect with people at work. And, you know, if that might mean your bosses, you're going to shine. I feel like you'll shine. and if you've got your own business, I feel like you'll really make huge strides. And you'll also be able to plan ahead for the future. And you will have this wonderful, optimistic kind of outlook on life. So it all looks really good for you, Pisces. And that's for your horoscope. And let's go to your card. We have one more clarifying card, please. There you go. Okay, so Pisces, the first card out for you is the Eight of Pentacles. Now, this card is known as the Apprentice card, and this is saying become the expert in your field. So in this case, it means that, say, if you do have a presentation at work that you or you have to go in and speak to your boss, get the points down, learn every single thing, get with the details. It's very important to spend extra time on details, because Sagittarius can have us very excited looking at the bigger picture and missing the details. So really read. You may not feel like you want to, but read the fine print and be so that you can deliver a very knowledgeable point of view, let's put it that way. And you will be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Convincing and persuasive. Persuasive was the one. So here we have, clarifying it, is the Patience card. You see, you have to kind of be patient, because the energy is so fast and so exciting and so exhilarating that you kind of want to jump before you can walk. But this is saying be patient, kind of hold yourself back, you know, look at all the details and be really well informed so that you can present your case or whatever it is, your product or your point of view or whatever you want to get across, your message. Patience. And look, you've got the Ace of Water, darling, and this is the gift of intuition. So you're going to really kind of know who you can approach, who you can talk to. It's almost like you have that well, you don't almost have it. You have this wonderful gift of psychic ability and intuitiveness, and you really trust yourself this week because you can make huge strides because of it. You'll be able to know who's receptive to you just by looking at them. You'll know who is on your side and who isn't. You'll know who's, you might even know who is your secret enemy. The veil will be lifted and you will really see through to a person's soul. So it's like those people at work sometimes that are smiling at you and friendly, but really they're working in the back channels to block you in some way. You will know who they are this week. Go with your gut instinct, darling. Now, the next card you have is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is that card. It's almost like you've fought every battle. You're really tired. It's almost like you're dog-eared. You're tired of kind of fighting for what what you're passionate about. You know that. And this is like, look, when this card comes up, it's saying, don't give up. The nines are almost at the finish line, right? 10 is the finish line, but 9, you're almost there. And this is saying, look, yes, take a break, regroup, lick your wounds, kind of pay attention to detail, like I said before, and then come back with renewed energy. Right? So it's saying do not give up because you're almost at the finish line, Pisces. Things are really going to turn around for you. And look, you see the Nine of Wands, right? This is clarifying it, which is the Ten of Fire. The Ten of Fire means that you need to delegate some of your responsibilities. It's like you've taken on way too much and you're exhausted. It's exhausting you, all the energy that you put into it, and also it's kind of holding you back. So you've got too much going on, right? And you can't get forward. You can't move forward because you've got too much. So this is about dropping that baggage. It's about looking knowing, you have to know your limitations, Pisces, in order for you to move forward. And this is also understanding your limitations. This is taking a break, you know, healing your wounds, you know, getting energy, renewed energy back up and going back into fight. This is about dropping some of the responsibilities and knowing your limitation. Don't say yes all the time, Pisces. Sometimes you have to say no, and you've got to draw a line in the sand. And sometimes it means making a phone call and saying, look, I'm really sorry. I really believed I could do it, but I quite honestly, I can't. And if you're self-employed, you can say, I understand if you want to go with someone this time, and I'm really, really sorry. Please come back next time. I'm happy to do this at another time, but right now my plate is full. So you have to decide what you're going to let go. And some of it is just giving it to somebody else to do. And this is also kind of a control thing too, Pisces. It's almost like you know how it should be done and what should be done. Sometimes you've just got to allow other people to find their own way and to do it their way and let go of the reins, right? So this is about letting go. And look, there you go. You got to have faith. This is the Hierophant. This is about faith, going back to your faith. This is trusting in God, in your belief system, that, you know, God has your back. The universe has your back. You're not going to fall. This is something that you really need to kind of, you know, get back to the basics. Trust that everything's going to be okay once you let it go. Let go and trust God. That's the message for that. And you have the Five of Water. This, clarifying this, you see. This is about focusing on what hasn't worked out for you, what you can't have, what isn't attainable. This is about not looking at it's about looking at your glass half empty. It's about focusing on something that hasn't worked out. Let that go. Things don't work out sometimes. Trust that it didn't work out because there's something much better for you. This is about letting go of that, letting go of the disappointment, letting go. Don't beat yourself up for something that hasn't worked out the way you thought it would. Things are, you know, look, the only guarantee in life is change, right? And so embrace the change and move forward, Pisces, because holding on to things, and look, I always say when this comes up, it's like, in the original tarot, there's like 3 cups that are spilt over, right? And then there's 2 cups that the person who's in that photograph or in that picture is ignoring. So they flippantly call this card Crying Over Spilt Milk. Look, she's like, oh no, not me. Oh no. It's very dramatic, right? The thing is focus on what's left. What do you have? What can you salvage? You know, if you have lemons, make lemonade. It's that kind of thing. Focus on that which you have, not what you haven't. That's gone. Let it go. Move on, darling. It's holding you back. Pisces, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting. I love comments and feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.